Over the last 8 years, I have helped thousands of regular people start selling on Amazon. Construction workers, nurses, military members, college students, people with no experience, people starting broke, people who thought they were too late. And after working with so many people one-on-one, I realized that most people aren't failing because everything is gated, or because they can't find profitable inventory, or because this or that supplier told them no. The people who fail long before that. They fail mentally. They sabotage themselves at every turn without even realizing it. They consume endless amounts of information, take very little action. They overthink every single step before they actually take it. And then they hit one obstacle and tell themselves this doesn't work. So in this video, I don't want to give you the next sourcing tactic or the next this or that. That is not your problem. I want to give you the real, genuine advice that you need to hear that will change everything for you. Number one, the grass is greener where you water it. I can't tell you how many times people have started to work with me. They start building momentum in a certain direction. And then all of a sudden, because they are still in the learning curve and they run into an obstacle, well, now we need to change the entire direction of our business. This is not the way to do it. People will often come in and they start, let's say, doing online arbitrage, and they'll run into some obstacles like maybe order cancels or being unable to find inventory. And they convince themselves that, the grass is greener over in wholesale. I'm not going to be dealing with order cancels and I'll be able to get way more volume of inventory. But what they're failing to realize is that the grass is not greener with wholesale. The grass is greener where they water it. If you are still in the learning phase of a business, which you absolutely will be in the beginning phases, even your first few months, even your first 6 months, even your first year, you could still be in that beginner phase where you're trying to hit your first $10,000 month. If you run into obstacles, why in the world would we burn everything down and then start again? Once we go over into wholesale, it's not going to solve all our problems. All that we're doing is we're struggling with the learning process in one direction, and then we're going to go and restart it completely in a new business model. That is not your solution. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of people try to do this. It almost never works out. We need to take the time and have the patience to develop skills, to overcome obstacles, to be able to problem solve when we do come across obstacles, because you're going to come across obstacles regardless of business model. Yeah, with wholesale, you may not be dealing with order cancels or this or that, but you're going to be dealing with some suppliers telling you no. You're going to be dealing with some suppliers asking for a brick and mortar. You're going to be dealing with contacting hundreds of suppliers before finding a decent one. There's still going to be problems regardless of business model. But if you are gaining skills and you're building momentum, why in the world would we want to change directions? Make sure that you avoid this mistake. It is super common in the beginning. If you have something that's working, you're making money, double down on that specific model, and then start to ask yourself, okay, how can I be more efficient? How can I double down on what's currently working? How can I discard what's wasting time and what's not working, so we make the path more efficient, and then we get past the learning curve, and then we can actually grow our business? The answer is almost never to completely change directions altogether. It's usually just making small adjustments down the path that we are currently following. Take my client Mark, for example. He just updated me on his progress a couple days ago. He is now at a 12K week, but after having a huge Q4, he fell into this trap. He started getting distracted because of the things that were happening online, or what people were saying online. Oh, arbitrage doesn't work. You're dealing with this, you're dealing with that. Oh, wholesale this. Oh, brand direct this. All the way to the point where he comes back to the arbitrage module and is now doing 12K weeks, because he just went back to what was working, and instead of changing directions, he just started to laser in on how can I make this even better. Number two, don't complain, just get better. Guys, the Amazon space and the online business space where there's any sort of communities, it is overrun with people who cannot hold frame. What essentially means is any little change in anything that Amazon does, everyone loses their minds. You will never see me come on here and complain and freak out and make a response video because Amazon made this little slight adjustment. We don't react like that, because when you react like that, you are telling the world, you're telling the universe, you are telling yourself that you are not in control. You're not even in control of your own reactions. There is always a solution to everything that is going on. There's always pivots to be made. And if you come in with the solution-focused mentality instead of a mentality that focuses just on problems and complaining, you are gonna go way farther. I want you to ask yourself one thing. When have I ever complained my way to success? Who in my life or online do I see who complains their way to the very top? Who complains their way to their goals? Nobody, because you're not going to be winning with that kind of mentality. You're not going to be winning with that kind of energy. If anything, you're just slowly convincing yourself that this doesn't work. You're going to add so much friction to the process that you're eventually going to quit. Changes are going to be made. Obstacles are going to be presented. Resistance is going to come across your path. So what should we do? Should we just give up? Should we just throw in the towel? Should we complain? Should we bitch and moan for the next 3 months? If we know we're going to build this business anyway, we can see other people building this business as well. Maybe it just means that we need to get better so that these things like everything is gated or not being able to find profitable inventory isn't such a big deal, because if there's other people finding success in the exact business model that I'm currently trying to figure out, I just need to figure out how to do that as well. So almost on a daily basis, I will hear people on Instagram telling me, yeah, I've been doing this for 6 months plus, not really getting anything. I've been doing this for 6 months, I found one product, or I can't find anything profitable, everything is gated, this and that. And this is my community in the last week, okay? You can see all of the people who are just starting out, first few sales, first 30 days, people growing really well. These are also messages that I've gotten in the last few weeks. This is John in his first month sourcing. He hits about $2,200 in profit. First month sourcing on the same platform as you. This is Heechin, who just recently hit 110K month. This is Mark, who I mentioned earlier, hitting a 12K week. This is Yusuf, about to hit a 1K day, not even 30 days into sourcing. So again, you have to ask yourself and be honest with yourself about where your skill set is currently at. Do I just need to spend more time focusing on growing my skill set and developing that skill set that's going to lead me to making more money? Or should I see a change and see people complain online and then jump in on that bandwagon because they seem to be doing really well and they definitely have the life that I want? Don't complain, just get better. Number 3, sourcing and ungating are not the problem. Guys, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, I hear on a daily basis, I can't find anything to source. Nothing is profitable. Suppliers don't want to work with me. Everything is gated. And I just showed you what the inside of my community looks like just in the last week of people starting in the exact same business model as you, in the exact same Amazon climate as you. And I want you to think back, especially if you've been watching my channel for a long time. I have been showing you guys results after results after results this year, last year, the year before that, the year before that, since I've been on YouTube. I have consistently shown up and shown you regular people building this business regardless of what the Amazon climate is like. Oh, when ungating was very easy, we had results. When ungating was extremely difficult, we had results. When sourcing somehow becomes automatically difficult because nobody can figure it out, we're having results. So again, it is not sourcing and ungating. It is your strategy, but more importantly, it is your current identity. What I see time and time again is that the identity, who you currently are, your level of stress management, how you respond to resistance, and how easily you quit. That is the true problem. Because Amazon itself, it's not that it's in a super difficult business. What's difficult for people is sticking to it for longer than 2 weeks. What's difficult for people is any sort of obstacles that you're dealing with in your business and then continuing to show up. If you can stick to Amazon long enough to develop skills, there is no reason why you can't find success. But what ends up happening usually is that people will stick to it for about a week, maybe 2, maybe 3, if we're lucky. They run into resistance and then they back out. They slowly start to complain. You can even hear it in just the way that they talk, that they're slowly convincing themselves that this isn't going to work out for them. And chances are that you're probably doing this in other areas of your life. And if you can't continue to show up, even though maybe you don't have the results that you want after the first month, or there are things that you're having a difficult time figuring out, if you can't continue to show up, you're not going to make this business work. You're not going to make any business work, because people talk about Amazon because we're in the Amazon space. But guys, I just talked to somebody a couple days ago who is having trouble making Amazon work. And then the Amazon influencer program, another opportunity. Oh, that one doesn't work either. This, and that. Oh, Walmart, another opportunity people are talking about. Oh, that's, they did this and they did that. So it's clearly not the business model because people are obviously making it work. It's the way you respond to resistance. If you cannot fix this, your journey is going to be extremely difficult. Luckily, starting a business is one of the best ways to accelerate personal growth. You already have a business model. You have the incentive to chase freedom. You have the incentive to chase monetary gain. So you have already a carrot in front of you. If you just continue to show up and tell yourself that you're going to figure this out no matter what, over time, you are developing what? Consistency. You are developing hard work. You are developing Patience. You are developing the skill of when I run into an obstacle, I don't just back out and complain like everybody else. I continue to move forward until I figure it out. This is an invaluable skill set and trait to have in any part of your life, but especially in business. Number 4, get off the YouTube hamster wheel and get a mentor. I talk to people on a daily basis who come to me and they say, I've been doing this for 3, 6, sometimes 12 months. I can't get ungated. I can't find profitable inventory. Suppliers don't want to work with me. Nothing seems to be working. I've had many clients who have tried to do everything on their own, following a bunch of YouTube videos, sometimes for months, and in some cases, even years, like Mark Corey. Mark Corey was selling on Amazon for 3 years. He got up to about 6, 7K, but could never hit that 10K month he was telling in our interview. 81 days into my mentorship program, he hits a 30K month. That is not a coincidence. David Y, he was trying to sell on Amazon, I want to say for like 9 months. Couldn't really get anything going. He was on the verge of quitting. He tells me all of this in our interview. Joins the mentorship program, hits a 15K month. So you have to ask yourself, okay, 99% of people are going on YouTube, they're going on TikTok, they're going on Instagram, they're scouring the internet, they're trying to figure this all out completely on their own. Do I want the results of the 99%? Yes or no? Okay, let's say you said no. Well, if I don't want the results of the 99%, because the 99% are not getting great results because they don't know what they don't know, there's nothing wrong with the path of trial and error. It's just going to take you way longer. It's going to be way more expensive in the long run after mistakes. But if I already know that I don't want their results, why in the world would I continue to follow the path that they are on? There is already systems in place. My program has already helped hundreds and hundreds of people make money, not in a similar business that you're after, in the exact business model that you're currently trying to figure out. So if it has worked for the construction worker, if it has worked for the nurse, if it has worked for the Uber driver, if it has worked for the teacher, if it has worked for the stay-at-home mom, if it has worked for the floor installer or the military member or the law enforcement officer, if it's worked for the college student or the person who's retired, why wouldn't it work for you? And I get it. It is an investment, but it's all about perspective. I'll have people come to me and they'll say, yeah, I want to join your program, but it's too expensive. Yeah, expensive compared to what? Expensive compared to you going and doing it on your own and taking 12 to 18 months to figure it out and losing ton of money in the process because you don't know what you don't know, so you're making bad buys after bad buys. Or expensive compared to you going and placing your first wholesale order and now you're $5,000 in the hole on a product that you can't sell, assuming you actually get inventory. Or maybe expensive compared to you buying the wrong product and you putting your account at risk. Expense is all perspective, right? In some cases, yeah, you absolutely don't have it, but you can always go and build capital. But the true expense is wasted time and the opportunity cost. I'm gonna go and spend the next, let's say, 12 to 18 months trying to figure this out on my own, going down the path of trial and error, when I could spend that exact same amount of time actually doing what works, actually growing my business. So if you actually value your time and you put your ego to the side, a mentorship program is honestly a no-brainer. You mean I'm gonna pay you, I'm gonna invest some money into you, and you're gonna save at least a year off of the path. I'm gonna get the exact same blueprint that all of these people have gotten who've gotten these incredible results, and I'm gonna get to work with you directly. All I need to do is invest a little bit of money. So you just have to ask yourself those questions and then make the decision accordingly. But if I'm giving you genuine advice, the best advice that I can give you for long-term growth, get a mentor. Get off of the YouTube hamster wheel. Number 5, take the risk and come in with delusional self-belief. Guys, I made a post on Instagram the other day. This was my last shift, me holding my son. This was a couple of months ago now. This is the car that I used to drive every single day to work. This is the car that I drive now. I used to work 60-hour weeks. I was on call. I had mandatory overtime. Anytime that we had something pop up, oh, you had plans after your shift? Not anymore. We got to stay late. So essentially, I lived to work. Now I have absolute freedom. The reason I tell you that is because when I started and when I quit my job and I took that risk to go all in on this business model that a few months beforehand I had no idea even existed, was because I had a vision and I had a strong enough reason to go and pursue it, because I was chasing the exact life that I am currently living. But when I started, everyone was looking at me like I was crazy. People were laughing at me. People were cracking jokes. Nobody was supportive, right? Because nobody's going to understand your vision, because it's your vision. If they fully understood it, then they would be trying to do exactly what you're doing. So at events, at dinners, at restaurants, whenever we would go and do something with friends or family, and I would tell them what I did, they looked at me like I was absolutely crazy. But you have to come into business with a certain level of arrogance, in my opinion. I'm going to figure this out no matter what. These people have no idea what they're talking about, and I always figure it out. If you can develop this belief that I will figure it out no matter what, because I always do, because you genuinely always do. Yeah, you might have this hard situation, but somehow you always figure out how to get out on top. But if you focus on a few things, skill development, aggressive patience. Yes, we understand it's going to take time, but we're going to move aggressively with intent and urgency. You pair all that with consistency and delusional self-belief, it is just a matter of time. The people who are doing very well in their business, like the ones that I've shown you in this video, they are no different than you. Luke worked 70 hours per week as a truck driver, and he was still able to build his business in the first year of us working together to 150K for the year, hit a 25K month. Ashton, he installs garage doors for a living. He just hit a 22K month. These people are no different than you. All they have in the game more than you is just time. So you have to come into this knowing that this is possible for you. A good tactic to instill more belief as you go along this journey is to saturate your mind with belief. How do you do that? You go and watch interviews of people who are making this work. I have dozens and dozens of interviews on this channel of regular people making this work. You listen to it in the background, you start saturating your mind with belief because all of these other regular people were able to do it. There's no reason why you can't do it as well. And if you adopt the belief down to your core that you will figure it out, no matter what, regardless of obstacle, regardless of what people are saying, regardless of the struggle, it is just a matter of time. I'm telling you right now, this video can change the entire game for you. I've made another video in the past, and Heechin, who's doing 110K months now, he told me that that was one of the videos that helped him out the most. It wasn't just the sourcing, it wasn't just the ungating, it wasn't just the little hack. We need to fix the traits, the standards, the identity that we operate from, and that will affect everything, including our business. But obviously we still need some tactics. So if you guys want the blueprint, A to Z guide, starting from zero, hitting your first 10K month, I want you to watch this video next. And if you guys want an auto ungate list of over 500 ASINs that you could plug into your account and potentially sell today, reach out to me on Instagram and I'll send it over completely for free. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.